One last spot. All right, there we go.
And they got people. Are we allowed to have Chiro and Pone on the same team?
Why not?
True. I just almost want to pit them against each other.
Uh-huh. Well, now they have the competition to see if they can beat them.
Are we allowed to have Chiro and Pone on the same team?
Why not?
True. I just almost want to pit them against each other.
Well, now they have the competition. Alright, Exiled Heretics got it. I wish I could start it being a spectator, but...
Yeah. Boom.
Okay.
Let there be champ select.
Let there be champ select. I thought he was gonna wait for a minute to see if everyone was ready. Nope, let's get right into it. Nidalee ban. First off, good start.
I wonder if she's actually worth banning anymore though, because she got hit pretty hard this patch.
She did, and I think she'll continue to be banned until someone stops banning her. You know, it's like one of those weird.
Oh yeah,
things.
no, she's gonna be one of the ones you keep banning because you don't want to find out if she's actually still OP or not.
Yeah. My guess is she
it's not
still
like anybody else fighting her spot. They hit her ratios really hard.
They
though.
did. I mean,
she lost ratios on like everything.
Well, the big one was her Q.
Her Q lost a lot. I'm pretty sure her W and E both lost a decent chunk of AD ratio too.
They didn't have an AD ratio.
Something. I'm sure I think it was AD ratio that got dropped into a bunch of stuff.
No, the only AD ratio is on her Q.
I'm not gonna go look at the patch notes again. Patch notes. Where are you hiding?
All right, so Maokai second ban for blue team, and Tristana and Braum for purple team. Yeah, I still ban Tristana all the time.
She's so strong. It's a League of Legends game. Oh yeah, you're right. It was just the Q ratios, but her bases got hit too.
Yep,
that's what it was.
Yeah,
I was thinking I saw a lot of numbers got hit, right? As bases and Q.
5% attack speed decrease. Fizz ban.
Interesting.
Definitely interesting.
Unsure if targeted.
And you'd think it would have to be. I mean, it's not like Fizz in and of itself is that strong to warrant.
He's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Look. He's not that widely played.
That's the thing. And Zed for our other band, which again, kind of like Fizz.
See a lot more Zeds these days.
So
he's come back. And Zed's gonna Zed all over you, so, you know.
Zed does what he wants, I guess.
That Twisted Fate is... Oh, wait, no, that's not going for Frown. I was gonna be like, wait, what?
What's that?
That's not Frown's Twisted Fate, I'm betting. Maybe it is.
I don't
Surprised,
know.
Though.
We'll see what other picks we got here. But for the purple team, with Caitlyn being locked in.
Insta-lock, Caitlyn.
Insta-lock.
Matter.
And we'll see what the other pick is at this point. No. I mean, pick order for solo queue really doesn't matter all that much.
No, unless you get people willing to swap, which I'm 90% sure is what's happening on blue team right now. Because there is a certain magic card from that team who really likes Twisted Fate. And very rarely gets to play him because it usually gets banned away in these.
Really?
Oh yeah,
know he likes to play Twisted Fate?
Yes. Is that a Nivea? Is that a Nivea getting locked in?
I don't know who else it would be.
It is in fact an Nivea. Intriguing.
Alright.
I wish to see how this works out.
I just hope it's not a supported Nivea. I think people have gotten that out of their systems.
Oh, I actually managed to avoid all that, I think.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one.
It was interesting.
Sure it was a thing. It is probably still a terrible idea because their mana costs remain stupidly big.
No, I mean, like, there were some cool plays I've seen people pull off, but overall it was just a terrible idea.
Oh, like she got a great supportive kind of kit,
Yeah,
but
you'd think, but
mana
just
costs are
yeah.
so high, she just can't handle supporting. Like she needs
Mhm.
2 mana items at least. You can't afford that out of a support role.
Yeah,
You
to
crazy
really
me?
spam. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're actually gonna lock these in here. Pone did say he was gonna be playing top lane. And top
Yeah.
lane,
No.
yeah,
Owen's oh so favorite top lane mastery.
yeah. Pone locking in the dick,
Shocker.
and Shira with the Lulu, which will now most likely be mid laner support.
Assuming support. Presuming that's Tone's top lane Yi, which I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
I would be very surprised if Twist of Fate wasn't mid lane.
Yep.
So they kind of leave support for the Lulu.
So this is your chance, Purple Team, to beat down Pone's Master Yi.
I recommend Fiora. Note, I don't actually recommend Fiora unless you know how to play Fiora.
Yeah, that's true.
If you actually know how to play Fiora, it's actually a really good matchup.
There's a lot of little things like with Fiora that you need to learn, and then you
Yeah,
start playing games.
Yeah, and actually Pantheon's probably really good against him.
Yeah, with the passive and his stun.
The passive and just chucking
Both,
spears
yeah.
at him all day.
Mm-hmm.
Although that's looking suspiciously jungle-ish.
Yeah, and they're gonna switch over to Vi for that.
Yeah,
Huh.
I do enjoy me some Vi.
Definitely. Trying to see like an emergent team comp coming out, but
Pretty aggressive in purple team, really. Very pick-oriented, honestly.
mm-hmm.
And Nivea is less of a pick comp type, although she's not bad at it.
The Blitzcrank. And
Blitzcrank Vi, though,
Yeah.
is we are going to find you where you're not supposed to be and make you pay for it.
Yep.
And then Nivea just catches you out in the jungle or something and just walls you off. If they want to do something like that. Interesting. Curious to see who they're going to pick top lane into a Master Yi. Because
Yeah.
that's not a normal top laner pick.
It's not, but I think there are plenty of people that can deal with him.
There's plenty
Like
who can deal with him, but it's who are they going to pick who can?
Mm-hmm.
And are they going to be able to?
Yeah, we do see Ash and Jungle Nunu being locked in here.
Yeah.
Lissandra.
I'm not a huge fan of the jungle Nunu.
I like it better than people still going support Nunu.
Oh, yeah, that's even worse. I'm just not a fan of Nunu. Like, he's better jungle than anywhere else, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like he's that great of a jungler just in the current jungler meta. Like, he's a very buff control heavy jungler, which just isn't the thing right now.
Yeah, it's more about
Really gank pressure and
gank
brawling.
pressure.
Neither of which Nunu's very good at.
No.
Unless you can count throwing a snowball at you and then coming to slap you in the face a couple times. Heavy gank pressure.
And especially with the rest of his team, there's no real. There's not high amounts of heavy CC. I mean, you have your Ash Arrow for an initiation, maybe a gold card.
They have some pretty nice initiation,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
I guess the Nunu will be good for Master Yi in a team fight to give him a little bit more.
A lot of zone, you can give him a lot of zone control, that's for sure. You could have a problem trying to get the back line against an Ash, Lulu, Nunu. Could be really hard to try and get through.
Plenty of protection there. We do see the Ice Queen Lissandra being picked for top lane.
I feel like Jay wasn't listening when they were talking in the podcast yesterday about how Ghost Caller has not yet buffed Lissandra into stupid overpoweredness.
Uh-huh. It'll happen, though.
Yeah, probably, eventually, but it has yet to happen.
Yeah, and
so, I don't know.
It's not a good... I feel you have to just be incredibly safe playing.
You have to be good. She's one of the ones that I feel like, unless you're really, really good with her, she just feels really underwhelming to me.
Yeah. And especially with, Master Yi in the top lane who's going to be able to gap close and get right on your face. And she's really squishy
does have
early
the root.
on.
She does have the nice root.
I mean, once she gets like her Zanyas, it'll be maybe contestable, but should definitely be able to stop him from tearing apart the rest of their team. but
Yeah.
she's not gonna have a fun time in lane.
Awful lot of Freljord picked in this game. Gotta say.
Yeah, we got
We got four
two
Freljord
major.
champs.
Yeah. Oh
Two
yeah,
of the
Nunu is
two of the
Freljord.
queens, the bird, and the yeti.
So far, those are the only Freljords.
No, there's also Olaf and
Or I mean,
Sejuani.
like we'll see
Bro.
if like they decide to rework Yi into a Freljord champ or something like that.
I doubt that's going to happen. I think
I don't
he's
know.
pretty firmly in the Ionia camp.
Mm-hmm. It was just weird to see some of the champions that got placed into the Shurima. And like
That's
they
true. Well, a lot of them
all
kind of were
kind of
sort of
fit.
kind of there.
Yeah.
Like Nasus sort of kind of was already.
Well, that before he was in space, yeah.
Well, before the lore was like
God.
before the lore was after they'd summoned him from Dimension X or whatever.
That was the weirdest shit ever.
when he wasn't in the league, apparently he liked to chill in Shurima.
Uh-huh.
Apparently was his thing. Was he just when he wasn't fighting, he just kind of hung out there.
Yeah. But it's weird that Brand was from Freljord now.
No, I think he always was.
Was he always? Okay.
I think he was. Well, he was imprisoned in like some kind of
Like
ice
Guard of
thingy,
True Ice or something like
something
that.
like that. Yeah, I think he was always kind of. Well, not so much where he's from, but more where he was locked up.
Yeah, okay.
I think.
We don't know where he's from exactly.
Yeah, he's some weird fire demon thingy.
In some weird volcano land we have yet to really see. I don't think there's
Uh,
any
I-
volcano land.
I think he's supposed to be like a fire demon, like possessed dude or something, and that's
Yeah.
why he's all there or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, no,
It's been a while since I read it.
he's definitely like he's a demon possessing a person.
I want to say he was like a pirate or something, but I don't know.
Yarr.
Right? Yeah, sure.
So the only better place for him to be frozen in ice than is to be surrounded by water.
I could be wrong. Something like that, though. That's
makes
really that
sense.
important compared to this game.
True.
Well,
This is gonna be an epic game.
Something interesting. It should be interesting.
Let's get into the loading screen. I want to see who won the skin war.
Skin Intimidation says...
We got 1, we got 2, we got 3 for
Purple,
blue,
same.
and we got
3 to 5.
Oh my god, yeah.
With the Black Frosted Nevia, which is one of the best skins in the game.
It's a great skin.
I'm
But-
kind of disappointed Nunu isn't like TPA Nunu or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because those are back in the store right now.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just went
The
and bought all
TPA and the
Fnatic
SKT ones are. I'm trying to decide if I want the Fnatic ones.
I have to support Fnatic a little bit.
I'm not a
After
big
their
Fnatic
first day
fan,
here.
so...
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're
I don't
my
like the
EU
Jarvan
team.
one. I like the Gianna
Mhm.
one, but I already have Forecast Gianna.
Okay, yeah. The Karthus
The Kr-
one's
The Karthus
interesting.
and Gragas and Corgi ones are all pretty solid too, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I'm trying to decide.
Just buy the bundle, so you can't regret it later.
Yeah, but I'm cheap.
Okay, I hear music.
We are standing on the platform. Yay.
Okay, I'll be in soon, I'm sure, then.
Presumably.
We'll see. It does this. Oh, there we go. Alright, now I'm in.
Oh, that's cool.
Let's get this
I'm
organized.
just reset weird on me. Trying to figure out who I think is going to win this.
I'm going with purple team.
I feel like Purple Team could be a problem if they get a nice roaming death squad going on.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of have my doubts that's going to happen, though.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Being that there's no comms or anything like that.
But I mean,
I feel like Blue's may be better in a team fight. With the thing being, if Nivea gets ahead, she's a nightmare in team fights. So, your mileage may vary depending on how fed a Nivea gets.
to be fair, there's a little bit of discrepancy in elo between the teams. But that aside,
There's a lot of golds in purple, so
uh-huh.
I think there are like 4 golds in that team, and a silver or something.
Oh shoot, Frowny. Brownie getting stunned up. That's a great place to be stunned. And the
Rip.
blitz hook for first blood.
Rip.
First blood.
Sad story. That's a really deep ward to place, especially going in by yourself.
Yeah, no. That was not a good place to be by himself.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a kill on Anivia early, which is never a good thing.
Yeah.
Minions have spawned.
So Jay is going with the crystalline flask and potion start. I think I would have liked to see a cloth 5 start from him. And he's still just sticking around there. And there's nothing you can do at that point. From right there. He does have the rest of the team coming around. They do get a stun.
Ooh, that was another nice stun.
Twist of Fate coming around gets the gold card, and they should just be able to back off here. So.
Anivia's been on point with her stuns so far.
Oh yeah.
She's just nailing them. Oh, Nunu still wants it. Nunu wants it bad.
Well, Anivia did back off, so they are now just at a huge disadvantage. You get a kill onto Ashall. Goodbye. Probably another kill onto Jay. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure why they didn't try and fight for that more. Like, Purple kind of just stood there while Blue came in and killed them.
Yeah.
Like, if I was just like, gotta kill the buff, and ended up dying to Yi and the Nunu because she was ignoring everything except for her buff.
Yeah, it's not a typical situation that you run into, but I mean, when you do, yeah, you need to stop the buff because it just does tons of damage early on.
You stop the buff and try and figure out who's, like, you gotta figure out what you're gonna do with it.
Yeah.
If you're just standing around insisting on the buff, what happens there is you just die and they get it anyways.
Mm-hmm. And in that situation, it would have been better for Anivia to stay around.
Yeah.
Buff.
The best thing, they probably should have done is pulled off the buff and tried to stall for time so Anivia could get there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a
She
great
just got
pull
back.
onto Chira.
That was a nice hook.
In case they blow the flash, they'll still do worth it. They can just back off at this point. Nunu coming up in the top lane here. He's got his double buffs, and Jay is kind of out of position. But they do have the minion way of pushing against him, so Yi shouldn't be able to come back. So at this point, yeah, just back up. Jay should just back off.
Jay is playing with fire.
Mm-hmm. And
He's super low right now.
Yeah, with Lissandra, you can't do too much early, especially with, like I said before, Yi has a gap closer. It's just better to try to farm it out. Don't try to push the lane too much.
Yeah.
He did go back and grab that pink ward. He can't. The only place he can pretty much put it here is in his tri-brush.
Which is probably really the best. It's honestly
Yeah.
probably the best place for it. I really like putting it there on the purple side.
I just see too many people getting a pink buff and pink ward and putting it immediately down into the river, even when they don't have,
Yeah,
total
the river
control of it.
is really easy to lose it, but when you're purple side, your tri-bush is actually really safe, and it lets you push a little harder, because they're not going to come behind you near as easily, like you see.
Yeah.
Ooh, and the
Bliss
hook
does get the
onto...
pull, but Caitlyn is not anywhere near to follow
She
it
got
up.
1 or 2 shots on him, I
Yeah,
think.
but that was already Blitz is already more than her range ahead of her at that point. You always want to try
Yeah.
to set up your ranges.
When you're clearly zoning like they are right now in bot lane, Caitlyn needs to be a little farther ahead so she can be even, or at least closer to Blitz, so when you pull somebody, she's just got free shots the entire time they're uncontrolled.
Yep. Pone is playing for keeps here.
Clearly.
Yeah, well, he's getting his passive procced up before he goes with his Q, so he can get the double.
It gives you a little bit of burst trading.
Yeah.
Wait, hold. I just realized this.
Hmm.
That's an 80 Lulu support Ashe.
What? Oh, hey.
I just cleared. I'm like, wow, that Lulu's taking a lot of CS on Ashe. And then I realized that, oh wait, Ashe is the support in this lane.
Yeah, I had that in the wrong order.
Well played. It took me far too long to clear into what was happening there. And Nunu comes for a slapfest bot lane. Probably not going to get much out of it.
Probably not.
Fair bit of damage on Blitz though.
Hmm. Let's see. He looks like he is maxing the Ice Blast first.
I don't like Ice Blast. I don't know why
I mean,
you
if
max
you're
it on
gonna,
jungle.
it's better for a solo queue because I mean, chances are you're not going to be the one to go counter jungle as much. So maxing the Ice Blast does give you a little bit more lane presence.
I guess it doesn't give you much. Your lane presence is still bad with it. Though. I prefer to max a W because you get better clear and you can chase people better when you're trying to gank.
Yeah, but like,
But I don't know. I don't play much into New Year, so.
I mean, as far as trying to help your lanes early, I think Ice Blast is the best because it gives you the more slow and more damage in lane.
True.
And that's, new too. So, I mean, you're not going to be doing all that much for ganks anyway.
Yeah, like my opinion is you just, you'll try and gank if it's, you should try and gank if it's like well set up for you. But otherwise, big damage.
Ooh. All trade flashes here, I think.
It's like you. Oh, there it is.
All right. Twisted
Oh,
Fate coming in,
Twisted
though, now,
Fate.
and he's going to get the, yep. Should be able to pick this up now.
Nah, Caitlyn just attempted your fate and trying to get a little more damage. As Yi pops his ult top lane, but doesn't really get much out of it. Just forces Lysandra out. I'm not sure why
And those Anivia Qs are coming out just in the
so
nick of time.
super good. Okay, I'm not quite sure why Lysandra was just back there, because she was still fairly full health.
Was she? I thought she was at least half.
She was like half mana, but
Yeah. She did end up going back and get the Seeker's Arm Guard, and she can
True.
use her teleport early to come back.
oh yeah, her top back
yeah,
up that.
so she'll
Yeah.
get that wave.
I don't know, so he could just come back up, but yeah. He is falling behind kind of significantly to the top lane here right now, though.
Yep.
Because
so
he
she
is
needs
going to get really scary with farm.
She should be just trying to force this wave up so it hits the turret.
Yeah.
At this point, in a reset by the time Yi gets back. Because what he's doing right now, by the time Yi gets back, it's going to be pushing close to his turret to the point where
It's going to give
Faye's not
Yi
gonna
a
be safe anymore.
fairly easy freeze.
Mhm.
Got it just in time. It did end up pushing all the way, but he was close to having it where you would get just an easy freeze on it, which
Yeah.
is the worst possible outcome, really.
So Yi picks up the early Hex Drinker. Good, definitely a very efficient buy.
Double AP comp, it's really probably the best item for him right now.
Yeah.
Oh!
Good on Lysandra noticing that she can't do a whole lot. Comes down to the mid lane, gets an easy kill onto Twisted
This
Fate.
Nivea is... I don't think I've seen him miss a Q yet.
Scripted, man.
I'm impressed.
I'm not
legitimately
impressed by scripts. Okay, so Nunu obviously going the tanky jungle route. Vi should be going with the AD route.
Yeah. Like we were mentioning in the last game, where Jarvan really shouldn't have gone Ancient Golem, this is the kind of, like, Nunu is somebody you want to go Ancient Golem on. Because
Okay.
you're not somebody who gets much out of AD, but
Yeah.
tankiness is great.
So Lysandra does have the blue buff from that gank now. She's got to be very careful not to hand that over.
Don't want to give that to Yi because he's being impossible to get in the lane.
Yeah.
Because he'll just be using his W on cooldown. Oh, nice hook.
Yeah, they've been hitting tons of really good hooks. Ashfall standing around while he's charging up his Q. Now going up way too deep, gets taken down by the tower. And yeah, purple team just keeps going in at it. Solo Q mentality, man.
That was a really poor tower dive
Yeah.
by all parties involved.
I don't think. Okay. Yeah, I mean, as
yeah.
Vi, you should have started out with your ultimate at that point.
Vi
It
should have
shouldn't
led with her
been there.
ult, and as soon as Vi misses her Vault Breaker, that should have been just a, okay, well, so much for that gank, and just, oh well, leave it, come back later.
Yeah.
But instead, Vi ults in, and they just massively overcommit.
Yeah. One thing I don't see people do enough of is rotating damage with the dragon, trying to manage the aggro. I mean, with this point with Nunu, it's not a huge deal, but with a lot of other times where you're not sure if you can get dragon, just managing that aggro in and out.
You want to have your support or somebody just kind of running in and out of aggro and just keep the dragon spinning, because
Yeah.
he has a very slow turn speed and won't actually attack you. until he's already facing you. So,
Blitz finally misses the hook, and it should allow Nuna to get out of here.
maybe.
He's still got 6 seconds left on the grab.
The taunting may cost him.
Yeah, and it does.
Nice, Peacemaker.
Pretty sure. Okay, no.
Oh,
You going in up a top lane. Lysandra still has her ult.
Oh!
Did she blow? Oh, she. Yeah, that was a bad
Both
flash.
flashed. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Lysandra should not have flashed there.
Mm-hmm.
But that was actually a really nice turn by her.
Vi coming in
Oh!
does land the Q this time and should be able to pick up the kill really easy. Yeah.
Up goes the phonophobia.
So Jay, you had plenty of health there, but if you had like 100 health less, I would have told you just to back off. Vi had the kill at that point, and there was no point risking going back in to give Yi a kill in return.
Yeah.
This AD Lulu though.
It's working surprisingly well.
Does Anivia ever pass it back up? Yes, she does. Again,
Oh.
not the best flash, and Twisted Fate will have his gold card back up.
Oh! He doesn't get it off before she sends the Q flying. So she goes flying through the stun and punches him in the face till he
Let's
dies.
see. Okay. Vi does have 1,300 gold at this point. I think that's enough to get your item.
It should be enough for the Elder Lizard, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
man!
that hook. That
This
hook.
is just a game of grabs.
Bad Life, is that you? That was impressive.
I don't know if it's
I
him
did not
or
think that was gonna
Anivia. Caitlyn, your Blitzcrank still wants to kill here.
The Anivia's crep, or is either crep or a frog, and I'm not sure which. Oh, the shameless KS from the Bloodthirsty Blitzcrank.
He deserved it though.
Oh, he did.
He
I
worked
didn't say
for
it was bad, I just said it was shameless. There was no shame in that KS. And that is a Twisted Fate on top of you, and you really should have noticed that, Caitlyn. As soon as you see that eye pop above your head, you be looking at the ground real close for any cars that are going to show up and kill you.
Oh.
That is a... Oh, that was
hey,
a
good
nice
juke.
little juke.
That'll might get her. Yeah, that'll get her way.
Actually, get him away.
How about that?
That was nice.
So Anivia going Rod of Ages versus this team. What do you think?
Pretty standard Anivia build, really.
I mean, I think the Chalice into Athene's is still pretty common too.
Yeah, well, oftentimes with Nivea's, though, you'll see them get 2-man items.
Mm-hmm.
To go, like, Roa into Tier, or, like, Roa into Chalice.
Yeah.
Or Chalice and Tier. It's usually, like, 2 of those 3. Not always, but oftentimes. Just because of how bad her mana problems are.
Yeah, but I think you're right. Ro was a good choice for this game, especially with how effective she's been early game. Would allow her to get that early.
Roa's
quicker.
always good on her. And it just gets her a little tankier.
Yeah, I think she needs like 100 more gold to be able to go back and finish that off. So it'll be good. She should be able to get that in.
She
for a
should be
fairly
able to
good time.
get that right now, I think.
740 or something. I can't remember the exact. gold.
740 sounds right. She got a little over 800 right now, so. Chira.
Blitzcrank
You-
is playing this perfectly, going in, using the Q, then the silence into the grab.
Blitz knows he has the power play in this lane and is abusing it, and that E might be a problem though.
Yeah.
But couldn't quite
able to
catch
get
up. Couldn't quite get in Q range.
Yeah, so now Lysandra's got free farming. Blitz, you don't want to hook there.
Oh, that was, yeah. Okay, they shouldn't have. Once they got away from the Edo, they needed to back right off, because otherwise, like they had 3 full health people and they were pretty low.
Has been destroyed.
So they were. It was pretty clear they were going to shamelessly tower dive if they stuck around. So when you see when it's a 3-on-2 and you're low and they're not, and they've got a wave pushing to your tower, you gotta back away farther from your tower. You can't just be under it. You gotta be like back. So
Yeah, Vi, you know that there's still at least 3 people around in the jungle. You can't contest your own blue buff at this point. It's just
No.
theirs.
Best you can do is like throw a warden and hope to maybe smite steal it.
Blue team's
But you can't fight for it actively. Oh, Blitz. Yeah.
They do have the rest of them coming around, but they're focusing on the people in the jungle right now.
Wow.
Yeah, he is really low, but he does have his ultimate to get him away.
Yeah.
Lysandra, oh no, that's a trap, never mind. Twisted Fate blows, wait,
Okay, you need to be backing off here now, Vi. You don't want to chase them into their turret right now.
that was-
You got them away from your turret, take that for the win that it is, and just leave.
they are pinging out. They have Vision and Numa up on the top side, so now would be a good time to go ahead and do Dragon.
Yeah. No,
But
Caitlyn, there we
Caitlyn-
go. Caitlyn actually noticed the TF ult coming this time.
Yeah, she needed to go right to the
The
dragon.
problem is
to
the TF
stop
ult
the-
also saw them starting the dragon, so they really should be backing off.
They should be able to get it before then, because they know it's
Yeah.
still only TF at this point, because Nunu has just been up top here the whole time.
True. Well, they knew Nunu wasn't there,
And
but
they-
for
yeah,
all
they
they
knew
know, the other
Yi.
4 people could have.
Well, Yi
They
they
could've
knew
done
went
it.
back, and Ash they killed.
Yeah. I don't think they had vision of Yi backing.
Well, they
just
knew
kind of
he had.
assumed he would.
Well, he had less than 100 health.
Yeah. But you can't be sure that they don't come straight to Dragon.
Mhm.
So you just want to be really careful when those kind of things happen. Like burn it if you can, which they could, but just be careful. Oh,
Yeah, see.
There's a lot of freezing
That's a
going on.
good locking up for Yi there. That's going to be Lysandra's main job in these fights here.
that was a really good wall breaker from Vi though.
Yep. Alright, they got it. Oh!
Oh, the hook
the
kill!
hook kill!
I like it.
Lulu coming in from behind though. We'll see if they decide to pull anything off. They do still have 2 fairly healthy members.
The AD Lulu got scared away remarkably easily.
hmm
Interesting.
It was probably the right call to back off at this point. Blue team has complete control of the topside river, though, at this point.
Yeah. If it was near Baron time, I'd be saying that'd be really good for them, but it is just really far too early to. Well,
yeah.
actually, they do
still-
have a Nunu. They do have a
That's
Nunu.
true.
Nunu's actually really good at the early Baron, so they can maybe try for one soon, but it would be risky.
Yeah,
It'd be
he
really
does
risky.
have consume maxed out at this point.
Like they could, I don't
So
know,
if
maybe
they-
in like 5 minutes.
Well, if they get it by about 21
good
minutes,
fight.
if they get a kill onto Vi, like a pick onto
Yeah.
Vi, they can do Baron.
They could potentially do it. The problem is, they would be facing some scary AOE between the Anivia and the Lysandra if they get caught in there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but they are
They're
they are
doing it.
trying for the 2-man. Okay. Going to be a lot slower, but a little less risky for getting caught out.
Yeah, we'll see if they can pick up the other team can pick up on this at all. It does
I-
look like they'll be
I
able.
kind
get
of
it.
doubt it because
They're both pretty low.
who expects the 19-minute Baron?
Mhm.
It's crazy.
Yeah, he's really, really low.
And
Oh,
they
yeah.
just get it.
Yeah. They do have the 3 from purple pushing down in the mid lane, but
They're not going to be able to get much off it. They won't be able to take an inhib tower against a team that just got Baron this early in the game. It's like those stats are so huge, even late game, let alone early game. That just is enormous.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, purple team's really sticking around a long time.
They tend to overshade a welcome bit. I've been noticing.
Mhm.
That is one thing you got to be really careful with. Uh-oh.
That Ash ult could be. Oh, the TF ult goes in front. There, Vi.
Alright, right.
What the fuck?
What? Why would you go in there? Your Lysandra barely escapes, and then you.
He's
Go
got
in
like
by
suicidal
yourself?
tendencies or something. Man.
That was incredibly far too ham.
Mhm.
That was just suicidal at its best.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys actually had a bit of an advantage against a team that had Baron and a gold lead on you. Like, you had a bit of an advantage, and that kind of threw it away right there. Like, you had a map pressure advantage.
Mhm.
So,
I mean, it's not like everything's lost for them at this point,
no,
but
but
they need to play a
gonna-
little more passive, board up their own.
they're going to have to
jungle.
hunker down and just be careful for the next 4 minutes or so.
Yep.
And that was
Instead,
hard
they
to
get
die.
Shot out.
Or she could just make them sit there forever.
And then die, yeah.
Eventually we'll die.
Blitzcrank gets caught out now. Now everyone's just getting caught out from Purple Team, and this is how you throw your game.
Yeah. This is not good times.
Let's see. And Nivea does have the pass.
No, they blew it when they hit her with the ice shower earlier. It killed it right then, so.
It looks
It's-
so it's hard. Oh,
This
man,
game
they're
is
already
just
back.
falling apart for Red Team right now. That's just. At least they saved the inhibitor.
Yeah, so now they gotta just reassess their game plan at this point and just.
Blue
try-
is all very low, so
Yeah. Lysandra could potentially teleport up top here to get a turret, but that's about it. And I mean, even then, you got the rest of
Yeah.
the blue team going towards that side anyways.
she wants to chase down Ash, but she's not going to catch an Ash because she's not very fast either,
Nope.
and she's going to keep getting chain slowed.
Hopefully this game will go long enough where we can get the quest.
Which quest?
Lysandra
Right
versus
to
Ash.
Ash Lysandra one.
Oh boy. And that's what happens when you're too greedy.
You can't just go running into their jungle when they have Baron, especially. Hunting one person when you have no idea where the rest of their team is. That's just a recipe for dying a painful death.
Yeah, I'm
Purple
trying to look
is
at
ready
the-
for this dragon spawn though. They're right on top of it.
Yeah, so
But
they're trying to do what they can to get more gold.
problem is their inhibitor's open mid and blue team's probably just gonna rush right down and kill it. Especially if they realize where they all are, which
And
now they know.
do.
There's gonna be a Yi on top of their inhibitor right about now.
We got a fight going here by their blue buff. Yeah, and now the AD. Can't think of her name right now. Wow, Lulu.
And how did Yi get out of that?
Meditate, I'm pretty sure.
I'm genuinely I'm actually confused as to how he got out of that.
You can go
If we
back
stopped
and
to
watch
meditate, they should have just sat there and killed him.
that.
Not quite sure why they didn't just sit there and kill him.
I don't know if
Okay.
they'll be able to finish this here, but they should be able to get at least one turret.
I feel like they should get one Nexus turret. Maybe not. Maybe not. Actually, they just largely respawned, except for Lysandra.
Yeah, I mean, it's only 24 minutes in, so the death timers are pretty
Death
short.
timers are super low right now. Okay then.
Alright, yeah,
What?
Flash is stunned on
Purple
that
team
one.
keeps going. You guys keep going in one by one. Like you have massive health advantage if you all attacked at once. But you're going like Blitzcrank's gonna go in. Now Nivea's gonna go in. Now Vi's gonna go in and die probably.
Yeah, this has been a problem with this game overall. I mean, like, Purple Team, like we said, they do have good pick potential, but they haven't been using that.
The last like
And-
10 minutes, they've gotten both greedy and they're just lining up to die one at a time.
And they don't have any ward control even in their own jungle at this point.
No, not in the slightest. Like they need to get some wards down, and they need to just huddle for the next few minutes until their inhib respawns. Really,
Baron will be back up in a minute. Now, if Purple Team was paying attention, they will have the timer for that if they know how to
Roughly.
count. Because they did see when the buffs came on to the other team.
yeah.
And it's a 7-minute
not sure
timer
they
with
can-
4-minute buff.
I'm not really sure they can contest it though. That's the thing. Because if they do try and contest it, they're probably going to lose a Nexus turret at least to Super Minions, if not both.
Yeah, I mean, best case scenario, they can hope for a steal.
Yeah, but you're trying to smite steal on Nunu.
I'm not saying like it's very
That-
likely. I'm saying best
You're-
case
you're-
here.
That is not a 50-50 Baron steal. That's like a
No.
20-80 Baron steal. You're like, maybe I can get lucky and get it between his consume and his snipe, even though they're probably going to
Yeah.
hit the same frame anyways. It's possible. It's just incredibly unlikely.
Hmm. But if there ever was a
Blue's
place
ready.
for purple team to actually win a team fight, it'd be at the Baron.
You'd be in the Baron pit where they can get just completely blocked in by Nivea.
Yep. Well, and
And
the
just-
increased AP damage
Exactly.
from
The
Baron.
AP debuff from Baron.
Mhm.
The fact that Nivea could just lock them in.
Yeah, but they
Oh,
have
oh,
no
oh.
vision. They have no idea this is going
They-
on right now.
If they have any idea, they're not even making a move to try and stop it.
Yep. Blitz still trying to go in here. Oh, the Ash ulti kill.
This
He
game
gets
seems
locked
pretty
in
over.
on the wrong side, and that is going to be a reset city. Wow, it's a really deep TF.
Yep.
Spawning soon.
This is pretty over.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's blue team playing better than the strength, and purple team just having that solo team mentality.
Purple team
and
just
getting
started
caught out.
throwing so hard.
Yeah, especially after that.
Like
Or-
after about
yeah,
like
10
15 minutes or so,
yeah.
10-15 minutes or so, they stopped actually playing like as a team and started just running in solo one at a time to die.
Yeah.
Like they actually had like map advantage and whatnot, and they like
Well, Lysandra going to be teleporting
that.
in behind
They
back
were doing
here.
that.
Yep, and they like I'd hope they'd be able to get kills out of this. They do get the one, and now Lysandra coming in and getting the next one, but now she'll be going down in return.
How about
Once
that?
we get this, there we go.
They figured out how to actually use their pick comp. How about that? That's what you guys should have been doing for the past 15 minutes. Not the, I'm just going to run at them and hope something happens right.
Yeah, it's too
Salty
late now,
humor.
and they can't really do a whole lot.
I mean, they did knock Baron off of most of their team, so
Mhm.
I guess there's that.
Yeah. We'll be
Um,
able to shove the waves, get some farm.
oh, okay, thing.
And Nivea got her
Nivea-
blue buff.
Yeah, she also just got her tier.
Just got her tier.
You
I
okay,
should
if you're
slap
gonna,
you in the face.
if you're playing in Nivea and you're buying a tier along with the Roa, like a lot of people do,
Mhm.
you want to get the tier first and then build the Roa.
Yeah, if you don't get your tier
You don't
before
buil-
like 15 minutes, don't even bother with it.
Like you want both, but you need to get the tier first before the Roa because the tier takes longer to stack.
Yeah.
So you got to get the tier first, and it's pretty cheap. It's only 700 gold. Buy a tier, immediately go for the Roa, finish the Roa, and then eventually you can transform your tier into a Saris once it gets filled. But that's kind of a down the road thing, and honestly, because you're a Nivea, you more just need it for the mana than anything else.
Yeah, but
The DD is a bonus.
yeah,
But
you just cannot be starting it this late in the game.
you can't start like judging by the time on it. I'd say she got it like what?
5
minutes ago?
25, yeah, something like that.
Between 20 and 25 minutes in the game. Like, that's way too late. And where rip?
Getting caught out again. Just, they haven't not had any ward control. I don't think Blitzcrank cares anymore.
Not so much. He's still getting good hooks.
Yeah.
But okay, their war control is just abysmal, honestly. Guys, the TF's gonna win the game if you don't go and stop him. I'm just saying.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
No expect it today.
The Zanya might have been a bit early.
Just a little bit. Oh. Hey. Lysandra got a DFG.
No, it's not bad actually. It's one of her better items because she can just blow somebody up pretty easily.
Well, she can't,
Oh, and the
though.
egg bait. The egg bait.
Like, she probably can't even blow up Frown Power at this point.
No, she got DFG Zanya. She's actually got a fair bit of damage.
And it sounds
like-
like a fair bit, like, Lysandra really doesn't do as much damage as I think you're thinking she does.
Her full combo with her ult actually does a fair bit, but a lot of her power is in her ult. So.
And even with this team, like, it'd be hard to get a full combo off without her dying.
Yeah.
Oh, the polymorph.
The polymorph from the AD unit, or the AD Lulu.
It can be pretty strong sometimes.
Red team's inhibitors respawning soon.
So this game might not be over quite yet, because they did manage to turtle out the inhib thing, but honestly a lot of that was Blue just didn't want to end it.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, let's take a second Nexus turret, or second inhib turret, which they didn't actually end up doing. Like, if they just run past us right at the Nexus, this game would have been over 2 minutes ago. But they just kind of felt like swagging it out, I think, a bit.
Yep.
I'm doubting it's going to cost them, but you never know, because the inhib is back up, so...
And chances are no, because I mean they don't have any like.
Chances are no,
late
because Nexus
scaling on their
turrets...
team. They're
The
15K
Nexus turrets are
behind.
also gone, and there's a...
I mean, if TF once, yeah, you can just port in behind.
TF, and you can just show up and just
Yeah.
destroy it. So... Let's try and catch somebody again, but he's by
Not
himself.
versus
He's not
you
going to
one.
die. Like Blitz, dude. It's all good to catch somebody, but you gotta have somebody to back you up when you catch them. Otherwise, it does you no good at all. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
They just kind of forgot what grouping was again. They remembered for a little bit.
They remember for like 2 minutes, and it was awesome, and then they forgot again.
Red team's inhibitor
Like,
has
yeah.
been destroyed.
Like, just because you have a pick comp doesn't mean you shouldn't group with your team. You want to group with your team in their jungle or something and catch their team out.
Alright.
Well, that's that.
Let's see.
Yeah, that was... I mean, honestly, Blue was ahead in gold for pretty much the entire game. But Purple had an advantage and just threw it really hard.
Yeah. Like it wasn't completely out of their control the whole game. I still
No.
think they could have. There were places
They're-
in there they could have won.
They were behind in gold, but they actually had map control for a good while.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they were, like, behind by a couple K, which is something, but not, like, insurmountable in fights.
Yeah.
And, like, they were pushing on the other team's inhib turret. And they still had their tier 2 up, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
And then they just forgot how working with a team is supposed to work and just started going in one by one. And as you would expect, a 1v5 followed by 1v5 followed by 1v5 results in 3 people dying and nobody in the 5 getting hurt.
Yeah. And that happens a little bit too often in like a solo queue.
It does.
Yeah.
That game was very solo queue,
Yeah.
sadly.
So I think that'll do it for Battle Arena this week. We'll be moving back to our normal days on Tuesday with the normal cast. We won't be bugging you anymore. So have a good week here, everybody. Enjoy the Worlds.
Yeah.